Deep dive. The first remembrance. I am source. This is part of a longer protocol, but it stands alone. If you are here for just this one principle, you have what you need. This particular remembrance is the foundation. Every other piece of the protocol builds on this one. So if you only ever listen to one deep dive, this is it. Now, the first remembrance. I am source. This one sounds simple. It is the foundation of the whole doctrine, and it is also the thing people forget within 5 minutes of waking up. So we go deep on it now, in plain language, because once you actually feel the weight of this one, everything else snaps into place. Here is the statement, in one line. You are not a person inside a world that is happening to you. You are awareness, and the world is the shape your awareness is currently taking. Read that again. You are awareness, and the world is the shape your awareness is currently taking. Everything you call out there, the room, the phone, the bank account, the people in your life, the body in the mirror, the weather, the news, the work email, none of it is happening to you. It is happening as you. It is the shape of what you are currently aware of, what you currently assume, who you currently believe yourself to be. And whatever follows the words, I am, whether you say it out loud or just whisper it to yourself in passing, that is what gets reflected back as your life. This is the lever. There is only one. There has never been another. Now here is the part most people stumble on. I am source sounds like a big claim. It sounds like spiritual posturing. It sounds like the kind of thing you would say if you were trying to convince yourself of something you do not actually believe. So let us look at this differently. You have never not been the source of your experience. From the moment you became aware of being you, every thought you have had about yourself, every assumption you have held, every belief you took on from the people around you, all of it has been creating what you experience. You did not realize it at the time. You thought the world was producing your experience, but it was the other way around the whole time. The world was just reflecting back what you were aware of being. When you assumed you were unlucky in love, you experienced an unlucky love life. When you assumed you were always broke, money stayed scarce. When you assumed people did not understand you, people did not understand you. These were not coincidences. These were not accidents. These were assumptions playing themselves out in the only way they can, as the world you live in. So I am source is not a claim you have to earn. It is already true. The only question is whether you operate from this knowing, or whether you keep operating from the old story that you are a small person being pushed around by external forces. The I am itself is the lever. Whatever you say, mean, or feel after the words, I am, that is what you become. Whatever you become is what you experience. I am exhausted, you become exhausted. You experience the day from exhaustion. I am unlovable, you become unlovable. People reflect that back. I am the kind of person to whom things always go wrong. You become that person. Things go wrong. This is not the universe punishing you. This is the universe doing exactly what it has always done. Reflecting back what you have decided. Faithfully. Without judgment. So what you do with this is, you start watching the IMS. Not everyone, all day, that would be obsessive and counterproductive. But you start noticing the big ones. The ones you say without thinking. I am tired. I am broke. I am the one who never gets the response. Each one is a brick in the wall of who you are showing up as. And then you start swapping them. Not by chanting affirmations until you fall asleep. Not by writing them on the bathroom mirror. By deciding, in your normal voice with normal conviction, that you are something else. I am the one who gets the response. I am rested. I am taken care of. Said once with the same conviction with which you would state your own name. That is the move. Not theatrical. Not performative. Just a quiet decision about who you are. Day to day, what does this actually look like? You wake up in the morning. Before you do anything, before you check the phone, before you think about the day, before you remember what is going wrong in your life, you take a breath, and you say in your own head, I am source. The day reflects me, not the other way around. Then you get up. You do not have to feel like source. You do not have to feel powerful. You do not have to feel anything in particular. You just have to decide it is true, in the same way you would decide your own name is true. Without arguing. without needing proof, without working yourself up into believing it. Then, throughout the day, when something happens that contradicts you, a rude email, a silent phone, a hard conversation, you do not immediately become small. You do not immediately become the person to whom this is happening. You remain the source. The thing is happening as you, not to you. It is part of the recording of the old you that has not finished playing out yet. You note it, you do not accept it as data about who you are now, and you continue. This is the whole posture. Source, not exhausted by the day, not victim to the day, just source, observing the recording of the old you play out, refusing to identify with what the recording shows, and continuing as the new you. One last thing. The trap. The trap with I am source is that people try to make it a performance. They start telling other people. They start affirming it loudly. They start trying to feel godlike. None of that is the doctrine. The doctrine is quiet, internal. The version of you who knows you are source does not need to announce it, does not need to convince anyone, does not even need to convince yourself. You just know it in the same quiet way you know your own name, and then you go about your day from that knowing. That is the first remembrance. I am source. You are source. Everything that follows in this protocol is just elaboration on this one thing. Now, take a breath. Carry it with you.